quarterback under center. What was it like as an offense to get rolling like that? Biggest margin of victory all season.
Yeah, well, first off, I just want to just give honor to God. Obviously without, him, we're not where we want to be. So I just, we play for him and we give him all the glory every single day. And it's just an honor just to, say that God bless us to do what we do. But yeah, man, to your question, like, it was a great win for us, especially with Mike. His first game out with us. He felt comfortable back there. Even just him calling the plays, like he was poised. He was nice and calm and collected, and he just dished out what he had to do. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, man, it was just good for all of us to see what he can do, and then all of us as an offense to capitalize and run and pass game and do what we know how to do best.
Between you and Tyler, getting a running game set up obviously is a rookie quarterback's best friend. Did you guys take that into consideration going into this, knowing, hey, rookie quarterback, you might have to depend on us a little bit?
Yeah, man. Obviously, like, you want the run game to be as explosive as possible for a guy like Mike coming in, first snap, and as we help him, he helps us the same way, and getting guys to back up, and with his talent and with his ability to get the ball downfield, like, you don't have a lot of guys, 8 in the box, 9 in the box, like, you don't see too much of that because they're worried about other things too. But yeah, man, we want, the run game to be the best that it can be, and, credit to the offensive line for doing what they do every single play, every single day in practice. But, we all know that whatever helps, us in the run game will only help Mike and the receivers, do what they want to do too.
You guys are still in playoff contention. What does a win like this do to keep things rolling going forward? Obviously, you need a little bit of help now.
Yeah, man. It's huge. This is the one that we want one game at a time, obviously, and for us, we know we have 2 different scenarios, but we don't really worry about that. We just put it in God's hands and let Him, take control of our destiny and what we have. But I know as we keep going, every single day and day by day, that we can, get a big win next week, and then we got one more. But obviously, we want to get to the big one, but we got to do it one game at a time.
Bijan, how would you kind of describe this whole week as a transition going from Kirk to Michael and then coming into today?
Yeah, man. it was a good one. I think with Kirk being so supportive and helping Mike out, it's been super huge because I think sometimes when that situation happens and when that switch happens, like, then the one guy will be upset or he'll be in his feelings but Kurt, he was right there for him every step of the way, and it's good to see a vet that's played that long have to take a step back and then having to support the next guy, like that's huge, and he gets all my respect for that. But the calmness with everybody, knowing that Mike, we see him every day in practice against the scout team before he was a starter, and we just had so much confidence in him and what he can do. And then obviously when he came back with us, like, we were all hands on deck and we were ready to go.
You caught that swing pass in the third quarter, like you were trying to score. You were trying to give Mike his first touchdown.
Yeah.
You came close, but
That's bad work.
Even Drake tried to get him again,
That's
you
bad
guys
work.
came close. Like, how did that feel?
Yeah, man, it felt awful. It felt awful. Like, I was trying to get Mike his first one, and I thought I beat the dude so bad, like, but I didn't know he was trailing behind me and tripped me up. So I was like, man, that's crazy. And I went back to the huddle. I was like, Mike, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, please forgive me, because that's just one that you just score easily. But I was like, bro, I'll get one back for you. But yeah, even with Drake too, like, he was upset too, but because we know we need to get the ball in the end zone. But we told Mike, I was like, we're gonna get you in the end zone a lot, next week. So you'll be all right. But yeah, those were some tough ones for sure.
Speaking of Mike in the huddle, a lot of guys this week said that he's very poised in all aspects of the way he delivers himself. How much did that come through today?
Yeah, a lot. Every single time in the huddle, like, it's one voice, one motion. He's not too high, not too low. We can all hear him clearly. But for him, it's like, he'll call the play. We all understand it, and then we'll break the huddle. And then even in his cadence, like, it's the same thing. But I think that benefits him a lot because you don't want a guy that you can't hear clearly or you can't hear too well. And for him, like, you can tell that he's been doing it for enough of a long time in the NFL to get used to it, and now we're all used to what he has to say, and we're ready to go when he breaks out.
How much was that a seamless transition, the way that Kirk operated, to now Mike doing that?
Yeah, Kirk was obviously the biggest pro at doing it. Like, he does it super well. Obviously, he makes it effortless, and we hear him super clearly. So having Mike get it to learn from that and learn from him and hear his voice every single time in the huddle, like, he just took that away from him and capitalized off of that too. So both of those guys, they're just so clear spoken, and it makes it real easy for us.
For you, how would you describe your comfortability at this point in your second year?
Yeah, I think I don't think comfortability is a good. I think confidence, like, is what the word I want to use. I just have a high confidence right now in the run game and myself and Tyler and the O-line, and every time, we touch the ball, I feel that we can break a big one, no matter what the run scheme is. But, I feel that, that's just a blessing for all of us, and that obviously takes time. And, I had to get comfortable in college and now, here in the NFL, when you start getting your feet down and start, understanding everything around you, your confidence becomes really high. So I think it's grown a lot since last year.
Was there any moment this week that you thought Mike looked nervous, or you wondered if he was ready? Or,
Yeah, not at all. One thing about Mike is he's the same every single time. So I don't know if he's nervous or happy. He smiles and has fun, but that's what I'll know. But for him, when he's locked in, he's locked in and he's right here. You don't see him whiff or get down, or even on the play before half, Kyle, he was like, bro, we good, bro. And I was like, that's a big step for you, bro. Because a lot of guys would put their head down or feel bad for themselves. But him, he was like, man, we're good. We'll get back to it next drive. And that's exactly what he did.
All right, quite the day for you. Felt good to get in the end zone, I'm sure. So walk us through the pick six.
Yeah, no doubt. Just doing my 111, we were showing man. And, it's a whole process that goes on. When those type of plays happen, we're in a cover 3 type of thing, and D. Alford does a really good job. He's done an outstanding job throughout the whole season to just continue to grow as a player, and him making a call that put us in the zone. They're in a tight bunch, and just for us to be able to have eyes on the quarterback and then break, when the quarterback hands come off the ball. And, our D-line got some great pressure as well. So, a lot of people just see me scoring a touchdown, but there's a lot that goes on throughout that whole process for us to have success. And, it's just I get the glory for that one. And Judon got a 1 today, so it's a good day for our defense.
All right, you brought up Judon's. What did it feel like to watch him get into the end zone?
Yeah, Judon is, he's got a lot of criticism, and he's been the same guy since he walked in this building, and just to see him continue to go to work every single day, and just excited for him. He's a clown. Look how he's over here right now. But just excited for him and our defense, and you just see the excitement and what it does to our team when our defense is playing at that level.
What's been the shift for you guys defensively the last few weeks?
Yeah, I just think, after the bye, our meetings got better. We just got so much more detailed in our rush plans and our coverages, everything. I think that's what it is. That's what it's all about. And just always having that constant growth state of mind and just always trying to get better. And I think we're getting there.
You guys have consistently mentioned takeaways need to be a big part of this defense. Able to do that very effectively today. How much does that help your offense out when you're able to do that?
Yeah, with Mike being out there, this is his first start as a defense. We had a conversation. Hey, we gotta be able to make plays and get off on third down, get turnovers, get short fields for Mike. I know he's ready, but first start, being able to get him settled in, I think our defense did that today.
What did you see on your?
Here, guys.
Excuse me. Go ahead, Jarvis.
So we got Judon available over here, y'all.
Okay, great. Thanks. Hey, what did you see on your interception? Looked like you had one earlier.
Yeah. I dropped the first one. I think it went straight through my hands on that first one. And then on the pick six, we're in a cover 3. It looks like a man. Tight end motion over. D. Alford did a heck of a job being able to communicate and get us in the right call with them being in a tight bunch like that. So it made us put vision on the quarterback, and I think our D-line got some pressure as well. So me just being a ball hawk and, going to grab the ball out the air, but I wouldn't be able to do it without, D making the right call, our defensive line getting after quarterback. So it's a great feeling for sure.
I actually, I got a couple fumble recoveries with some yardages, but I haven't been able to get in the end zone, and it's my first pick. So, all glory to God, honestly, all glory to God. But, I got to thank Zach, on defense, it's all 111. And he did his part, and, I just was, luckily I was there. And then, I made my moves. I made like 4 or 5 people fall, and then I got in the end zone.
What's been the shift for you guys defensively these last couple of weeks?
Honestly, I'm going to give credit to the interior line. Grady, D.O., Eddie Goldman, Zach, whoever they put in there, they stopping the run. They causing havoc, and and we making teams one-dimensional, and that helps when they just can't run and pass, and then our DBs covering down. AK coming alive, Caden continues to have an outstanding year rushing the passer. So, and everybody's just coming along. And that's what you want in December. That's what you want in December. And we got a chance. We got a chance. It's on us. And we got to go out there and continue to improve and continue to make our plays.
How much did you guys put an emphasis on takeaways, especially, Jessie was just talking about the fact that there's a rookie quarterback for the first time. You guys want to help him out a little bit.
For sure. We always run our circuits, our turnover circuit. The batted balls, the tip balls, the chase down punch outs, and you see guys on tape consistently do it. You see Nate always punching at the ball. You see Jessie always punch. All the DBs always do it. And so with that, you just got to continue to do it. Sometimes you get none. Sometimes you get 5, 6 turnovers. It's just the way the ball go, and then you got to continue to pursue, regardless of you the backside DN or your backside corner. You pursue. You never know what happens, and sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're good, sometimes it's practice.
Looked like from the outside looking in, this is the most fun y'all have had as a group in a while. Did it feel that way?
Yeah. When you're scoring on defense and when you're getting sacks and you're getting pressure and stuff, and really they had a couple screens that kind of hit us, but other than that, they plays wasn't really working. And we had, I think, in the end of the second and third quarter, we had like 4 3-and-outs. Where they just had to punt us the ball back. And that's always good to get your rookie quarterback some reps. You continue to get the ball back to him and to continue to score, get turnovers. You never know where you can go in this league. And so, some games, everybody was talking, they can't do this, they can't do that, they can't do that. It matters what you do now. We got a chance, we got an opportunity, so it really matters what we do now. We got to tighten the screws. We can't let any detail slack. And so, they remember what you do in December.
How good does it feel to kind of have those floodgates open while you had the pressure all season, but really seeing the results now?
That's just showing up to work. Y'all see us every day when y'all come in. And, we put the pass on. We do what we got to do. We lift, we run. We doing extra stuff. We working on the 1080s. We working hard. We working hard, and when it pays off, that does feel good. You feel good, and you like to see that happen.
Have you ever had a moment you can remember in your career when a bunch of guys are doing the celebration with you, the arrow?
Yeah. I just shout out to my team, man. Honestly, I'm not having a year like rushing the passer. I'm used to having. But they never get down on me. They don't look down on me. So shout out to my team, man. They always saying, man, we're gonna do it with you. You go out there, we're gonna do it with you. So I'm just one of 11th of the defense, and so everybody's stepping up now, and it's time.
It's just been a combination of everybody being on the same page, trying to go on her day and rush, and just playing fast, and everything that falls out. And somehow lately, I actually been collecting, so I'm happy about it.
Felt like you were leaving some on the table.
Yeah.
Not leaving it on the table right now. What's changed?
Well, I feel like I still am, to be honest, but not as much as I did early in the season. But I feel like I'm still leaving some meat on the bone nowadays. But I feel good where I'm at. Just try to stay as consistent as possible.
AK, you've been one of the best pass rushers in the league the last month, right up there, the numbers, I think, with Micah Parsons and everything. What's been working for you guys as a defense, and what's been working for you?
I just trying not to overthink, just go out there, play fast. I feel like the game plan we have is unbelievable, so just try to go out there and be the best version of myself as possible.
Did something change? Because obviously in the season you guys did struggle to get some sacks, but now lately you guys have bumped those numbers up tremendously. How or what has changed?
We're all on the same page now, just all 4 guys, no matter how many people they send out there, we're on the same page, have a common goal, so I think that's why we're able to collect on those sacks lately.
And on the defensive side, what was it like to see Michael go out there and make his first start?
It was fun. It was fun seeing him. We knew first start as a rookie, so we knew we was going to need to have his back, so it was all in, just all overall as a team.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on being all on the same page?
no matter if we have a game out there or not, just making sure everybody execute the best of our ability, being where you're supposed to be, making sure all escape lanes are covered, and just doing your job.
Speaking of being where you're supposed to be, Matthew Judon getting his first career touchdown today. What went through your head when he got into the end zone?
To be honest, I was confused. I think it was a screen, and I was trying to turn and retrace, and next thing I know, he went into the end zone. I didn't know what happened. I just ran to the end zone and celebrated with him.
How much does it help this team whenever the defense is able to get those takeaways like that?
It's huge. It's huge, you know. The whole team feeds off it, and we had Jessie getting a pick six, and Matthew got a pick six. It's just the offense can feed off it, too. So, overall, it's good for our team. I mean, if you want to win games, defense has to get takeaways.
I know that Justin Simmons has talked about that the last couple of weeks, that takeaways were a big point of contention. You guys wanted to talk about that a lot and help your offense out a lot. How much do you feel like you guys were able to accomplish that?
I mean, obviously today we did a good job at it. It's just a matter of staying consistent, trying to do the same thing next week.
This is now back-to-back games where the defense has really led the way for this team. How important, you know, for the next 2 games as you guys are trying to close this thing out is that side of the ball?
The way we're looking at it now, every game is a playoff game. We have 2 left, so obviously the goal is to make a playoff push. Just trying to take one game at a time and be the best version of ourselves as we possibly can.
How much does this one help, considering you guys are in the middle of a playoff push and you got a big one next Sunday?
It helps a lot, especially having a rookie quarterback, kind of finding his groove. And obviously, that was his first game. And next week, I know the goal for him is to be even better next week. So it helps, just trying to move forward and get another win.
Yeah, you know, there's always things you can clean up and need to be better at, but I think we ran it efficiently and kept it every down and distance manageable, and I think that's kind of ideally how it wants to go. Keep everything moving in the right direction and efficient runs, and they did a good job with that.
Appreciate it.
Awesome, thanks.
Thanks, Chris.
Just really quickly, I know you've probably been asked before, but what did you think of Mike's performance today? Rookie stepping in, It's a crucial time for you guys. You try to fight for a playoff spot. How do you think he performed?
Mike did a fantastic job, just being himself out there, and his coolness, his confidence, and then also just the way he operated was fantastic, and that's all you can ask for as an offensive lineman. And we have some really mature, really good veteran football players, you know, across the huddle, you know, and you see the things that Mooney does to help in all of us. And so for Mike to do what he did was really special.
And then you guys had offensive drives of 12 and 15 yards, and Coach Morris talked about how good that was to, you know, trying to break in a rookie quarterback. How does that feel as an offensive lineman to be able to sustain those long drives?
Yeah, you just want to stay efficient in the run game, keep everything down and distance manageable, and give yourself the whole playbook available. You know, you don't want to get behind the chains and drop back, and all of a sudden they can screw their cleats in the ground and kind of really come after them. And so we did a great job. Zach did a great job, and obviously Mike too. Just in his operation, I can't highlight that enough. That to be in his first start and to handle the operation stuff the way he did is really awesome.
Thank you.